I was working as a waitress, and I was broke, and I knew that male jobs paid a lot more than female jobs, right? And back in the early 70s, I think it was 1975, I was hired at Illinois Bell Telephone as a cable splicer. AT&T was under a mandate to hire women and minorities into traditionally male jobs. So there was a quota system. This was affirmative action. And they had a quota of women to fill in particular jobs. So I had just dropped out of graduate school, and I was very broke, and I heard that Illinois Bell Telephone was hiring. It was the beginning of the women's movement, right? Women demanding equal pay and equal opportunity. And I really felt like I represented my sex, that I had to be the best splicer I could be, and that I felt a responsibility that I had to accomplish the job and be, equal in every way to the men I was working with. So that gave me a lot of inspiration. It really did. I felt that was important. And in this particular workplace, in my job category, almost all of the men, most of them were married, and they had families and wives, and the wives did not work. This was kind of at a cusp in our culture, social change. It's very common for women to not work when they had children. And here I come in, and it was perceived, I have to make a living too, I was single, but it was perceived that I was taking a male job, a male higher paying job, right, that could support a family, whereas a woman belonged to a lower paying job and should eventually have a husband supporting her. That was the thinking of that day. The night before I was to report for work, a supervisor called me and spent half an hour on the phone with me trying to discourage me from taking the job. He really made it sound pretty horrendous, that I would have to lift 100 pounds, there was a weight limit, that there were rats in the manholes and bugs, and it was dirty, and he just made it sound so bad that I couldn't believe it was that bad, and I really needed the money, so I reported for work anyway. So it did turn out that the job was difficult, but I never saw a rat, I even saw bugs, and it was quite a life-changing experience really for me. It was very challenging, finding out whether I could do the work, and the whole idea of accepting a woman into a very male, a physically male job. Not just technically a male job, but physically. Everybody's probably heard about Silicon Valley and all the issues of discrimination against women in IT. When the Walmart women lost that suit, and it was a technicality, right? They couldn't prove that they were a class by some legal technicality. The right wing has been successful in eliminating affirmative action quotas, right? There's been a huge backlash against affirmative action. And I think it's because discrimination is allowed to continue. And it's not just that women don't want those kinds of jobs. There are a lot of obstacles.